Hey everybody, welcome to Little Cardinal Story Time. Are you ready for a fun story filled with mischief and shenanigans? Oh, that is a weird word, shenanigans. Have you ever heard that before? Have you heard your parents say that to you? Yeah, it's kind of like mischief. It's where you're just up to not necessarily bad trouble, but maybe a little bit where, maybe you're accidentally running when you shouldn't be, or you hide something and giggle while people try to find it. Kind of like those shenanigans. Today's story is about a gingerbread man and the leprechaun. Do you know what a leprechaun is? You do? Tell me about a leprechaun. That's right. They're usually really short, maybe even a wee bit smaller than that. And you're right, they do shenanigans. What do leprechauns like? Do you remember? Gold? Rainbows? Clovers? You're exactly right. Leprechauns are fun creatures that are found usually in Ireland, but maybe they're all around. And they kind of look like that guy right there. He has orange hair. He's wearing a green top hat. That's how leprechauns usually look. Have you ever seen one? Me either. Do you know why? Because leprechauns are super fast and they have magic. How exciting. I know. So let's read about the gingerbread man and the leprechaun loose at school. This book is by Laura Murray and it's illustrated by Mike Lowery. And if you notice, we kind of have a green tint going on. Maybe it will bring us some good luck later because I have a challenge for you. But first, we're going to read our story. One Monday in March, that could have been yesterday or next Monday. The mischief began with a hee. And do you see this word mischief? Do you know what mischief is? Little bits of trouble, kind of like shenanigans. And that hee from a wee little man. Do you think you know where the hee came from? We heard the sly laugh as we raced down the hall. Then he paused by our door with a wink and a call. Foo, flee, fee, you can't catch me, for I'm a leprechaun, mess-making spree. Oh no! So here he comes, and he says that he's on a mess-making spree. Oh goodness, what do you think he's gonna do? Did say he had a sly laugh. Sly is kind of like our word mischievous. He's up to something. I'm a crafty and keen, and I'm nimble and quick. I love to make mischief or play a good trick. Oh no, look, he's already out the door. Remember, we said leprechauns are fast. So we rushed to the hall. He was nowhere in sight, but some tiny green, do you know what those are? Shamrocks trailed off to the right. It seems that our school has an unwanted guest, a magical, mischievous leprechaun pest. We quietly tiptoed our way down the hall, then spied a small message taped on the wall. There's the message. The woodwinds, the strings, percussion, and brass are turned topsy-turvy, awaiting your class. What class do you think they're going to? It has woodwinds, strings, percussion, brass. Do we know what those are? You think it's music class? You're right! Music, I whispered. The band room's this way. But when we arrived, we all stared in dismay. Can you tell by their faces what dismay means? Like troubled disbelief. Oh no, what has happened? The sheets were all scattered. The tubas were tipped. The trumpets, violas, and flutes were all flipped. Look at that. It's a mess in there. And there on the board was another green note. I grabbed it and read it out this rascally quote. "Full fiddly fee, you can't catch me, for I am as clever can be. The musical mess is just the first one. It's rollicking, frolicking, leprechaun fun." Wow. So he's not just going to the music room, he's going to do something else. Let's tidy this room and then plan what to do before he comes back and makes mess number 2. After our lunchtime, we'll work on a trap. Someone must capture that small, cheeky chap. I slipped from the lunch line and went for a stroll to prowl all the hallways on prankster patrol. I'll search through the school as fast as I can. I can catch him. I'm the Gingerbread Man. Remember how fast the Gingerbread Man was? Pretty fast. No one could catch him. I spotted more shamrocks, then heard a new noise. Oh, what do you think the noise is going to be? Do you see the shamrocks? I pushed on a door with a sign that said boys. The place was a mess. Then I yelled with a blush. Excuse me. "Where are your manners? Remember to flush." I glanced in the mirror, then spied his green note. I quickly retrieved it and read what he wrote. Look what he did in that bathroom. The water's running. There's green stuff in the toilet. Ugh. Here's what the note said. "Faux fiddly fee, you can't catch me, for I am as sneaky can be. I placed all the books in my favorite shape and planned a few hijinks before my escape." Ooh, hijinks. Do you know what that word is? Kind of like tricks. "He's loose in the library. This is not good. He won't treat the books in the way that he should. I'm on the case," I said as I ran. "I can catch him. I'm the Gingerbread Man." Do you think he's going to get to the library in time? I hope so. The books were all stacked in can you tell what shape that is? And we have red, and then orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and looks like a bow, a rainbow. You're right. They teetered and tottered and started to sway. Oh no, down they all came in an avalanche slide. They toppled so fast I had no time to hide. Then under the pile I was startled to find something important that he'd left behind. Beside his green note was a little lost hat. I'm betting that he might be looking for that. You see his lost hat? I sprang from the books and I grabbed his hat too. Then I opened the message to read his next clue. "Faux fiddly fee, you can't catch me, for I am as tricky can be. The lunchroom, a classroom, which place should I go? Or how about the house made from gingerbread dough?" My classroom, my house! I must get there first. I sped down the hallway in a super fast burst. I'm on a mission. I've got a good plan. I can catch him. I'm the Gingerbread Man. I reached our door quickly, no sign of the elf. So I gathered supplies from the lowest closet shelf. Okay, what did he get? He got some pencils, a ruler, some glue, and then toilet tissue. And I pulled it down too. I set up my trap, then I heard a small giggle. I peered at our door and I saw the knob jiggle. "Faux fiddly fee, ha ha, hee hee. Is that my magical hat that I see?" So there he is. He's at the door. He sees his hat. With a glint in his eye, he skipped through the door, not noticing glue that was spread on the floor. Slipping and sliding, his arms whirled around. He log rolled on pencils laid out on the ground. Uh-oh. Is this a trap? What do you think? He landed on top of the measuring stick. The ruler popped up and it gave him a flick. He slid down on a mountain of soft tissue rolls, but his shoes were so sticky, it stuck to his soles. That's the bottom of his shoe. Flipping and flopping, he spun round and round. Then he wrapped up like a mummy. He rolled to the ground. Oh my. So he came in. He had already gotten on the glue. He log rolled on the pencils. And then he slipped. The ruler flicked him. And he slid down the toilet. But he was covered in glue. And he ended up looking like that. The trap did the trick. I pulled off my plan. Hello, Leprechaun. I'm the Gingerbread Man. Oh, fiddly fee. Oh, my. Oh, me. This is a bind that I didn't foresee. I'm happy to help you, but first you must say you'll fix up the messes you left here today. Okay, little cookie, so crafty and keen. Just hand me my hat, and I promise to clean. That's quite a good trick, but I'm smarter than that. You must do it first, then I'll give you your hat. Oh, you're pretty clever as me. He winked and then said, may your school be mess-free. And with a pop and a crackle and a shimmering green, the mess disappeared and the classroom was clean. Look at that. It's just like magic. Didn't we say that leprechauns had magic? Part of the reason why they're so hard to catch. So I pulled on the tissue and spun him around. Then he sprang to his hat with a leap and a bound. He sang out, I'm free, as my classmates came in. Then he did a quick jig and with a wave and a grin. It's time to be going. My mischief is done, but I'll visit next March with more leprechaun fun. He's coming back next March. I'm up for the challenge. We'll have a new plan. Bring it on, Leprechaun. I'm the Gingerbread Man. The end. And that was the Gingerbread Man and the Leprechaun loose at school. All right. So the Leprechaun, he left the school after getting tricked when he left his hat. But he said he'll be back next March. Do you know why he'll be back in March? That's right, St. Patrick's Day is in March, and that is a day where leprechauns may come out and cause mischief. And what was that other word we talked about? Shenanigans, that's right. Speaking of tricks and mischief and shenanigans, I have a reading challenge for you. If you choose to accept the challenge and complete the challenge, you may get something that the leprechaun also likes. We know he likes rainbows. What else did we say he liked? Gold. That's right. So if you complete this challenge, you may just get a leprechaun's pot of gold. The challenge is your St. Patrick's Day mission. So it says, find a book with a green cover in your house. But if you don't have one at your house, you can check one out at the library. We have plenty. We even have a display of books with green covers ready for you if you choose to accept this challenge. Then you are going to read that book from start to finish. That means cover to cover, all the pages inside, just like we did with this book. And then you're going to pick out your favorite character from that book and draw them as a leprechaun. So if this was the book you read, which can't be this one because this one's not very green. But let's say you picked out maybe, this one's green. You picked out this book. And it's called Never Touch the Dinosaurs. And you read it. And you end up with a favorite character in it. Maybe it's this guy. You like him. You're going to pick him out. And you're going to actually make him look like a leprechaun. Or her. Or it. You're going to make it look like a leprechaun. So what does a leprechaun have? You remember? That's right, his hat. And maybe green clothes. An orange beard, perhaps. Those are all great things to make your character look like a leprechaun. And then you're going to have to name your leprechaun to make it official. And down here at the bottom, we have a leprechaun name generator. So you're going to name it using the first letter of your first name. So let's see, mine would be Spudsy because my name is Marie. So Spudsy, and then you're going to use your birth month for the last name. So let's say I made my leprechaun, or I made my dinosaur look like a leprechaun. I gave it a green hat, an orange beard, maybe some green clothes. And I'm going to draw them and then write their name. Spudsy, and then my birth month, O'Shenanigan. Spudsy O'Shenanigan is my leprechaun's name, and if I want to claim my prize, I have to return that leprechaun to the library. You can bring that leprechaun into the library. We are open for walk-ins 11 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Or you can just give us a call when your leprechaun gets here, and we will do our exchange. Your leprechaun for a pot of gold. What do you think about that? Are you excited about your reading challenge? I know I am. Wonder what green book I'm going to read and what character I'm going to turn into a leprechaun, because I definitely want a pot of gold. If you have any questions about this reading challenge, be sure to reach out to us here at the library. You can call us at 267-2674, or you can email us. We are open to chat, and I can't wait to see these fun leprechauns. Remember, St. Patrick's Day is next week, so you have until next Friday to complete this challenge. If you want to do the St. Patrick's Day Leprechaun Mission Challenge, you have until next Friday. Be sure to come to the library to get your challenge sheet if you can't remember the rules. I'll post this on Facebook as well and Instagram so that you can follow the rules. Other than that, I will see you guys all next time for maybe a little more mischief, perhaps. What do you think? Awesome. Bye, guys.